Hi, okay, so I'm going to get to answering your questions now. Sorry it took so long, I had to go downstairs and eat. Alright, so here we go. My first set of questions is from Nanan, and it says, who is your favorite team? The Chicago Blackhawks are my favorite team. I do like all other teams, I just, I favor the Hawks because they're my home team and they're my first love and all that good stuff. Who is my favorite player? Jonathan Toews is my favorite player because I love him and other things. What would, if I had the chance to hang out with John for a day, what would I do? That is a good question. I would, I don't know, I guess I'd have him, like, take me to all of his favorite places downtown, because I don't really go downtown that often, even though I only live, like, an hour away. I don't really go down there that much. And since he lives down there, I think he probably knows some really awesome places to go, so I would have him do that. Is John the person that I want to reproduce with the most? Yes. Yes, he is. Okay. Yeah, alright. Moving on. Jason Pominville's Eyebrows 29 asked me, what is my most embarrassing moment? My life is more like a string of embarrassing yet entertaining moments. Just kind of like strung together. What is my most embarrassing moment? I think I'm gonna have to say when I was in kindergarten, I used to have to ride the bus to school, and we had this like really cool little bus driver guy, and he didn't make us like wear the little seatbelts that we had to wear, like because we sat in the front of the bus and we're like little kindergartners, we had to wear seatbelts. And one time he wasn't there, and my friend got on the bus before me, and he turned around and told me that the sub bus driver that we had, was making us wear seatbelts, and I turned around and cried and ran all the way home because I was an awkward child, I guess. I don't really know. What is my favorite color? My favorite color is cyan. A lot of people don't really know what it is. It's a really bright blue. It's kind of in between, like, I don't know, I guess it's like aqua, except really bright. I love it. I don't know. My favorite ice cream flavor is definitely chocolate chip cookie dough, because you can't go wrong with that. I love cookie dough. Leah asked me if we could go on a double date with Taves and Kane. Absolutely, but only if I can have Taser, because we all know how I feel about him. Katie asked me if I was trapped in a room with her, or a dead rat, who would I want to be trapped in a room with? I'm gonna go with the dead rat. No, I'm kidding. I'd totally choose you, obviously. Okay. And then she says in her serious question, if I had to be trapped in a closet with, who would I want to be trapped with? Tyler Seguin, Patrick Kane, Patrick Sharp, or Gabriel Landeskog? That's actually a really tough question because I love all of these guys. I think I'll go with Kaner because then he can see how awesome I am and then go talk to John about me. No, but yeah, that's actually exactly why I would choose him. Plus, he's just like, I don't know, I love him. He seems like a great guy, that kind of thing. Anon asked me how old my brother is. My brother just turned 16 in March. So he is 16. Caners asked me, what would I say to John if I ever got the chance to meet him? That's actually a really good question because I have been trying to think about that and figure it out for a long time. I haven't really gotten anywhere with it because I really don't know what to say. I mean, I could say the obvious things like, oh my god, I love you, you're my favorite player, marry me, that kind of thing. But I don't really want to. Like, I want to say something that he would remember me for, that he doesn't hear, like, all the time. So yeah, I don't really know. And I don't want to come off as a, like, serious creep the first time I meet him either, so I'm not gonna do anything weird like that. So I'm not really sure what I would say to him yet. And then these last questions, I have like 8 or 9 questions from an Anon. It says, How did I get into hockey? I got into hockey because one day my mom was out of town, and my dad put me, my brother, and my sister in a car and took us to a Hawks game. I'd never really like watched hockey before, never been into it. But yeah, he just kind of packed us up and took us to a Hawks game, and I've been hooked since. That was back in February of 2010. If I could change anything about myself, what would I change? Um, that's a really good question. I think I'm pretty awesome the way that I am. I mean, it's taken me, I never admit that to anyone actually. It's taken me a really long time to actually be happy with myself and, uh, I don't know, just be happy in general. I've come to terms and agreements with a lot of things that I am and what I'm not. And so I like myself for the most part. I'm probably gonna have to go with the general my weight kind of thing because I'm bigger and I'm working on it. I don't know. I pretty much like everything else. I think I'm pretty awesome. I know that sounds bad, but I am. So whatever. Does my family know about my past suicidal thoughts? They do actually. After about a week or two of having them, I decided to go and talk to a counselor at my high school and tell them, and they are obligated by law to call my family, and so they did, and that's when I got myself some help. So yeah, my family knows. I'm pretty open with my parents about it now because, I kind of have to be, and I don't have those thoughts anymore. So I mean, they know that it happened, and I know that it happened. I mean, whatever. Where do I live, and do I like it here? I live. I'm not gonna give you the name of my town, but I live 50 miles, pretty much straight west of Chicago. Do I like it here? I do and I don't. I don't really like any of the people here because I don't know. I have a couple friends, but I don't, sorry, I just broke something. But I don't really get along with the massive majority of people. Um, but in general, as a town, this is a great town. I mean, we have everything here, whatever. Um, I don't really plan on staying here for the rest of my life, so I guess that tells you that I like it and I don't like it at the same time. Who's my best friend? My best friend is, well, I have a couple, but my main best friend, her name is Alex. She lives right next door to me, and we have been best friends and neighbors for the last like 14 years. And so she knows everything about me, I know everything about her, and she's just pretty much awesome. What was my high school career like? My high school career fucking sucked. Okay? I hated high school. Absolutely hated it. The first like half a year was awesome, and then the rest of it, like of my freshman year, the first 6 months of my freshman year were awesome. And then shit hit the fan with me in my personal life, and then things just kind of spiraled out of control. That's when the whole suicidal stuff went down and all that, and uh, I don't know. It sucked from then on out because I really just didn't want to be there. I mean, no teenager wants to be at school to begin with, but then when stuff like that happens, you really, really don't want to be there at all. Uh, describe my dream guy, Jonathan Taves. What was my last relationship like? Um, my last real relationship, like when I was actually dating someone, was about a year ago, and I don't know why I dated him. That was probably should not have done that. I mean, it wasn't terrible or whatever, but looking back on it now, I'm like, wow, that was really dumb. Um, have I ever been bullied? Have I ever been bullied? Please. Of course, I have been bullied. If you haven't been bullied, then something is wrong. I mean, everyone gets bullied. I don't know why, but they do. It sucks. It does, but you know what? People are gonna be like that all the time. You just gotta kind of like brush them off the shoulder, whatever. Let them do their own thing because you're fabulous and they aren't. What are my pet peeves? Oh my god, I have so many pet peeves that I can't even name them. Does that even make sense? I don't know. But I have so many pet peeves. You know what? After I finish this video, I'm probably going to think of like 500 pet peeves that I have. But right now, I can't even like name one. I don't know. Like slow drivers on the road. Like, if you can't even go the speed limit, then just get off the road. Whatever. I don't care. How do I feel about bandwagoners? I don't have really a problem with them, except for when they start talking to you like they know everything. Okay, that is what pisses me off. Like, if you want to be a bandwagoner and if you want to like the game and be all excited because your team is winning or whatever, you go for it. But don't tell me about the team that I follow and that I know more about than you do. Because that's just going to make you look like an ignorant idiot and no one's going to want to talk to you or be around you. And that's just the way that it works. And the last question that I have says, what do I do in my spare time? In my spare time, I am on Tumblr. Sounds like a great use of my spare time, no. But yeah, I'm either on Tumblr or I'm attempting to write my little fanfic. Or I'm watching Hawks games. That's really about all I do with my spare time. Unless I have some shopping that needs to be done, I'm on here all the time. That's about it. Thank you for sending me your questions. I love you all. I hope this didn't, like, bore the shit out of you. Okay, but yes, I love you. If you have any other questions for me, let me know. I'll answer them. I love you all. Bye.